Hello again, welcome to another edition of the Real Ale Guide. We've got Chris Latey again. Chris is going to show the beer off. We've got a bottle of, again, the Bare Naked beer, and look at that.
Catchy. Yeah, there we go.
It's the Bare Naked Wheat. I understand when we done the last review in your garden, they didn't have any of the Bare Naked Wheat.
No, I went down there. They said, I said, have you got any chocolate wheat? They said no. So, when are you going to have some? He said, if you come back next week, I was just talking to the brewer. He said, if you come back next week, I'll have some then, but I won't be doing any for a while. So I was straight down there the following Saturday, picked up a few bottles. This one's been living in my fridge for about a week now.
Nice, lovely.
Simon's been getting excited about it.
Absolutely excited, yeah, really excited. And yeah, so it's got a nice label on it, if you want to show the label up to the camera. And yeah,
I've got the little Bare Naked thing on there. Don't know if when this showed you the wrapping up to in this kind of detail.
May not be able to see that soon, will we, Chris?
No,
the Bare Naked label?
Well, what is it? It's the Pepsi, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's another video on YouTube which just gives you some detail about the Bare Naked and Artisan Brewery label and how Pepsi are trying to do them over because they've got, what's the range?
Naked soft drink, which is a soft, it speaks for itself, and it's a soft drink. This is an alcoholic drink. They're two completely different animals, really, and I think Pepsi should really stop stepping on the little guys.
Absolutely.
So I think we should keep this bit of paper because it might be worth a bit of money in the future. Okay. Would you like the honours, Chris, or the Real Ale Guide BB Barfly bottle opener?
BB Barfly, thanks for that. Alright, let's pick up the
Awesome.
there
Smooth there.
Same kind of bottles as before that we did with them. All dark. 660.
Yeah,
so
660.
just we've only got one. We've had to turn over the other one to our significant others in order to keep them quiet, really.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The ladies got one, we got the other one. We're chatting away in the kitchen here, and the ladies are drinking it next door. 660. If you're watching America, is 66 cents a litre.
Yeah.
That they use. Okay, shall I pour some of this?
Absolutely.
We've got little markings as well on the glass, so we should be able to see how much, if we can get this equal. I've really been looking forward to this. I really am not sure what to expect with this beer. Just before we went live, we had a little talk about it, and because it's called chocolate wheat, I thought of it might have this Wheatos, the chocolate Wheatos taste and smell about it. Oh, thank you, mate. Lovely. Oh, you got a lovely head on yours. Absolutely lovely.
Get some height on it.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's, well, look at that. We're both on half a pint. Look at the two different heads here on the beers. And I can smell it. I can smell it from here. It smells absolutely wonderful. I'm just going to wash my glass round. Get the nose on this beer.
It's heavenly, isn't it?
Oh, it's absolutely heavenly. It's got that real nice alcoholic feel to it. There's some great fruity. It's not quite the bananas as we had in the last.
No, there's a vaguest hint of banana in there. But it's something else.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's, again, we've got bits of the wheat, not as strong as the wheat beer that we did before.
Awesome. What was it? Did we say 5%?
Yeah.
So I think this is the. I can't remember
the others were 5.5.
Right. So this is slightly weaker.
Yeah.
I think this lens is very important. This because there's so many women, females drinking real ale. Well, Mrs. Real Ale Guide for one. It's very popular with women. It's growing all the time. It's important to have like a chocolate wheat where a man can drink it and a lady. This certainly lends to the female market. Should we dig in, mate?
Ginger.
Cheers. Wow, that is fantastic. First off, I've got slightly like an ashy, slight burnt caramel.
It's burnt toast.
That's it. Yeah, that's from the chocolate, the burnt chocolate malts, and then there's a big hit of fruit to finish.
Yeah.
To finish.
It's not the last thing it gets you. It's not like a sharp fruit. And it's not overly sweet either. It's just it's crafted so
absolutely
so
wonderful.
beautifully, yeah.
Absolutely wonderful. They work from an old garage. It was a brewery originally. Then it was an old garage. It's been a few other different. I think it was an art gallery, you said, wasn't it? And now it's gone back to its original roots of being a brewery. Chris has seen it. They've got some fantastic copper vats and everything in there. Hopefully we have tried. We're going to try and get in with the brewer Simon.
Chap's called Simon. Yeah.
We're going to get in there and see if we can do a brewery tour in there. Right, let's get back to this beer.
Let's look on the colour. Catch them on that.
Oh yeah, I haven't done that. Go on, Chris.
You've got the colour there. It's dark. It's like a stout in appearance. Really.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's not translucent. You can't see my fingers through it in any way, shape or form.
It almost looks fruity at the same time, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It almost looks. It's got that fruity look and feel about it.
Almost like if you could imagine a ruby beer gone to stout. You know, it's in that kind of area.
Absolutely. Cheers again. Is it bottle conditioned?
I think they all are. And you're meant to keep them cold as well.
Nice.
So this, like I said, it's been chilling in my fridge for a week now.
Specialty dark wheat beer, 100% natural. Yeah, and it's the Artisan Brewing Company, which is www.artisanbeer.co.uk. That was Mrs. Real Ale Guide asking for a bag. It's not you. Only beer in this kitchen, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah. Beer and men.
Beer and men and pizza. We're going to get a pizza on now.
We're in charge of cooking.
Not after this.
No.
I like the fact that there's 100% natural. I've kind of picked up on this, as you mentioned in your review. I think the reason why they call it Beer Naked Beer is the fact that this beer...
It's all natural.
Natural ingredients, yeah.
Well, we tucked away the two of them the other week. Took us a bit of time for the second one.
Yeah.
We both went back to our respective sofas and looked slightly in different directions.
Yeah.
Our wives questioned what we were up to. But there was no chemical kind of hangover feeling from it. You know,
No.
you just recovered. You recovered in time, and I was able to have another beer by the time I done.
Absolutely. It certainly it wants to let you carry on. Where I went to the GBBF on Tuesday, I went round a few of the bigger breweries. I drank a lot of their beers, which some of them had artificial flavourings in, and they were throwing these beers at me. And on the bus on the way back, I had such a raging headache from the back of my neck down, where I'd fallen asleep, but I had a headache from the beer and all the chemicals, mixing up so many of the different chemicals in the beers. But I think, like Chris just mentioned, with this natural beer, this real ale, you're not going to get any of that, really, are you?
No. It'll make you feel better than Pepsi as well.
I think one of them just let off.
Yeah, it sounds like it. But yeah. So, might be the colour of Pepsi, but there's a downside better for you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No added sugar. No sweeteners to give you cancer.
Absolutely not. Can I ask you, Chris, while we're on the air, I just want you to get to know Chris a little bit more, because I'm sure he's going to be joining me in future reviews. A little bit of an interview now, if you don't mind. Yeah. When did you first really get into real ale and craft beer? When did you pick up a pint of Carlin and you really got fed up with it and you thought, I can't do this anymore?
I sort of went on a journey for. I drank lager. I went through various things. I stopped with Carlin after a while and moved on to Pils lagers, and Then I was living with some girls and they got me into drinking red wine, so I drank an awful lot of that. And then I had to go on a course up in Loughborough University, and it's for those of you that don't know that place, it's a real ale town.
Lovely.
Virtually every pub is a camera pub. They let you taste everything in the small glasses. Just you know, get the nose of it and see, do you like that? Yes, I do. Give me some more. Or no, I'll give that one a miss, thanks. It's great. It's a lovely culture to be involved in, and that really attracted me. But I went to Loughborough. I thought, I can't go here and just drink lager. That would be bananas.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there was a chap on course with me, Michael Johnson, and I'll see if I can get him to watch some of these. He's named on the internet now.
Absolutely.
And he gave me a few recommendations, and I got into it and started tucking away the odd London Pride and you know, some of the lighter beers. Tribute the St Austell Brewery.
Yeah.
And I've kind of started expanding, but this is only sort of 2.5 years ago. It's a new thing for me. And I don't know, as you get older, your palate starts appreciating the complexity a bit more. It's something, if you haven't been with real ale, particularly, if it's not something you've grown up with, it doesn't matter. It's something you can get into, it's something you can appreciate.
Yeah.
And if you want to be snobby about it, you can. It's not really much point. It's a working man's drink.
Fine, that's a good point. Very good point.
It's a good culture. I recommend it highly.
How excited are you by the unprecedented growth of real ale, and especially with men, because it was always classed as a bit of an old man's drink. Now there's a lot of men, a lot of young women drinking it. Are you really excited by the future of real ale? I think they're like 50 a year growing in the country. New ones opening.
I think it's a great idea. It's opening up what is, like you said, it was confined to social clubs, and you will get the odd beer. And, you know, I've been through my little thing of tasting different things. I tried Bass, and that took me immediately back to it being 1985 and being in a social club with my parents and smelling the glasses. You know,
exactly. Yeah.
Beer, real ale, craft beers aren't like that if you get good ones. And it's good and bad, but it's good and bad of every drink, and you know, it's how you find them, where you find them. Because
you actually went over Cardiff Bay, didn't you? And you said. You were surprised you were in a young, trendy bar, and you were surprised to find a group of men drinking Brains Dark, which was really, you know, it just shows that things are really moving in the right direction. I think it's going to do a wine, if it hasn't already. You might be seeing a little bit more of Chris. We're going to be going in, I've been invited to go into Brains next week to pick up a pack of their stout and review it with the head brewer. So I'm going to see if I can get Chris here to come in with me, and we'll review it with Brains' head brewer and have a little quick tour of the brewery, see if we can get something on film. But I think we're going to give our final thoughts on this beer and give it. I'll ask Chris to rate it first and give his final thoughts.
It's a lovely smell. It's not too strong. It's not going to leave you with a hangover. The taste is fantastic. It's complex enough to keep you guessing a little bit. You know, there's a little bit of mystery in there. Well, maybe for me, maybe there's somebody who could identify everything. Maybe you. And it doesn't leave you bloated.
No.
It's lovely like the other ones. I'm less keen on this one than the wheat beer. Marginally.
I know what you're saying.
Because stout isn't really my end of things, and this is going towards that direction. So I'm going to go 8.5.
8.5, yeah, still a very good rating mine for Artisan Brewery. Well done to them for brewing this beer. For me, I'm just going to get one last nose, and for me, it's just got that fruity. It's that fruity, fruitcake feel of a kind of a Adnams broadside mixed in with the dark roasted malts you get with a great beer. So, chin chin. We always try and finish a beer on the Real Ale Guide, not always. But thanks for watching again. Facebook is Real Ale Guide at Real Ale Craft Beer, Twitter is Real Ale Today, and email me at realaleguide@googlemail.com.
Did you want to rate it?
I haven't rated it, I'm very sorry. I'm going to go 9. I actually like the roasted malts on this. But thanks to Chris for joining me. Thanks again for watching, and cheers.